Good morning, everyone, and welcome replay viewers. The time is 10:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time here on Monday, June 23rd, 2025. And we are going to take a look at our purple martin colony, which we have not done in a while, because we are now starting to fledge new families. We had the first fledging of the season over the weekend, and we spotted a group of 2 adult martins, the parents, with 5 new baby martins making their first flight. So we think we have a second fledging happening this morning. I think earlier this morning I saw 2 more baby martins come out of another cavity, and the parents are probably working hard to get the balance of the little ones out of that particular nest. So let's see if we see any action if we walk a little closer. Or zoom in from this location. Let me get around to an angle where we're not directly into the sunlight. I'll walk over this way and try to get 45 degrees to the sun. The current temperature right now is 84 degrees Fahrenheit, probably going up to about 87, 88 today. Hopefully the sea breeze will kick in a little while, keep the temperatures moderated here along the south shore of eastern Long Island. Okay, birds flying off. This is looking to the south-southwest, and you can see the direction of my neighbor's flag. The wind is now out of the south-southwest. Gentle breeze right now. Let's see if we can zoom in on our martins. That's not what I want there. The other. Let's go to a little expanded. One view. Let's go to 3 zoom. Okay, we'll look at that house and then the other one. They're kind of quiet right now. The parents are trying to draw out babies out of the cavities now. So we're into the maximum part of the fledging part of the season. In other words, when the babies have reached full size and are ready to come out for first flight. So that takes approximately 28 days from the time that the last egg hatches until the birds are ready to be enticed out of their nests by the parent birds. And usually they are able to fledge all of the babies in there in one morning. in one particular cavity in one morning. It doesn't stretch out over 2 days or so. So hopefully over the next week to 2 weeks, we will see most of the new baby martins make their first flight here. That's the good news. The not so good news about that is then after the babies are out of the nest, it only takes about another 7 to 10 days of local flight training before they start their southern migration, start heading back to Brazil. And that takes a couple of months to do that, but and the final birds will leave this area usually no later than August 15th. So it's a short 4-month season, but a very active one right now, right at this time of year of the season. Now let's go back to regular zoom here. Let's see if we can do this without messing up too much. Okay, we'll stay with that. We have a mix of birds here, of mature birds designated as ASY, or after second year birds, in their full mature plumage. You have second year birds known as SYs. This is their first breeding season back in North America. They don't quite do as good a job as the mature birds with regard to nesting, and the mature birds will produce clutches of 5 to 6 eggs, occasionally even more than that, 5 to 6 babies a nest. The first year breeding birds usually raise 3 to 4 babies. But then they gain that first year experience, and then when they make it back from their migration back to this site for the year 2026, they will be considered mature birds. Oh, here we go. The whole flock just took off at once. That's typical martin behavior. They will do feeding. Oh, stop swooping on me. You know who I am. You always get one rogue martin that swoops down at my head, but I'm wearing my sun hat, so that's okay. No problem there. Hey, that's probably a second year bird. Getting very excited. Squawk, squawk. So we have full houses this year. I'm going to tell you that every compartment is occupied with nesting pairs of martins. So that's a total of 28 nesting cavities that we've provided this season. 28 times an average of 4 babies a nest. So well over 100 purple martins will leave the nests here this season. Okay, good people, thank you very much for joining me for this purple martin update on June 23rd, Midsummer Eve Day. Tonight is Midsummer Eve. Midsummer Day tomorrow, St. John the Baptist Day, June 24th. Usually a Scandinavian country celebration. Oh, and here comes the swan family. I don't know if this is Mom Swan or Dad Swan leading 3 cygnets. Let's see if we can see them out there on the water. Mute swans, which make their home on our creek here year-round. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm looking right into the sun, so we should see them. Coming over this way to see if I'll feed him, but no. You don't get fed by us there, Mr. Swan or Miss Swan. You have to get your own food off the bottom of the creek. We don't want to get you into any bad habits here. And notice how the lead swan, or whether that's the male or the female, I can't tell you from this distance, but see how it has its wings up as a set of sails to pick up the south wind. South breeze helps propel it along the waterfront at the top of the water, and it uses less energy that way paddling. What's going on here? Is this the other parent coming out to meet them, or is this a stranger? This doesn't look too swift here. Let's see. No? Okay. All right, that's the other parent with 3 cygnets this year. So one parent took the babies out for a swim, and the other one now just greeted the return of the family. Okay, swans, you have a good day. They'll make their way up onto one of the front lawn. My neighbor's front lawn to the north of me has a boat slip that they can negotiate, and they'll walk up onto the front lawn and rest for a while up there. You can see there's some dock work and bulkheading work starting here. That should be underway sometime this week or whenever. All right, let's get back to our martins. Okay, purple martins, do your thing here. There you go. That's what I like to see. Everybody take off at once, and if there were some kids in that flight, teaching the young ones how to fly. I mean, obviously they know when they take the first step off a shelf up there, they're going to know how to fly. Those wings start flapping and then they'll take off. But they'll start teaching them how to take insects in the air, because these birds are all aerial insectivores. They feed 99.9% of the time on insects they pluck out of the air. Purple martin, North America's largest swallow. They are indeed classified as a North American bird, that migrates to South America, primarily Brazil, to spend the warm weather in South America down there. But then they return every spring for the breeding season in North America. All right, thank you for joining me for this martin update this morning. And we'll periodically check the colonies down here over the next few weeks as we see more and more baby martins coming out and making their first flights. So take care, everybody.